Hi. Why am I doing a handstand? Because it's hard.
The modern way of life is making us soft. We are losing our way as strong human beings and becoming just blobs of flesh who sit around all day and watch TV, movies, play video games, and we scroll endlessly through social media seeking after that never-ending dopamine fix. For many of us, life is becoming easy. In fact, it's becoming a little too easy. If you're like me, you'll notice that there has been a shift in recent years from not just working in a sit-down desk job in an office, but working at home. Of all places. Things don't get much easier than that. You can literally wake up, walk 10 feet away from your bed, and be at work already. And you don't even have to put pants on. On top of that, you get to sit in nice, cozy air conditioning during the summertime, or nice, warm heating, depending on the time of year. And you don't even have to leave your house. All you have to do is make sure you pay your bills. Then there's the issue of food. Not only can you get all your food from a one central location just 5 to 10 minutes from home, but it's even possible to order all your groceries and have them delivered right to your doorstep. Now, convenient? Heck yes. But I started doing this just a few months ago and I've already gained 5 pounds. Please bless that I don't turn into a whale. Now try to imagine what our ancestors would think if they could see us today. Think of all the men and women that had to live through the Great Depression, or further back in time when most people were living on farms, working from sunrise to sunset, toiling day in and day out just so that their families could have food on the table. Go even further back and you've got men who had to hunt wild beasts just to survive, constantly risking their lives just to keep their bloodline alive. Or women who had to give birth in the absolute most horrid conditions, with lower chances of survival and a much greater chance of losing their child. But I think it's safe to say that our ancestors maybe would be a little jealous and probably even proud or impressed at what man has been able to accomplish. But at the same time, I can only imagine they'd be a little disappointed in how soft we've become. Now, you might have a manual labor job, in which case I'm going to go ahead and call you blessed. I've had various manual labor jobs in my past, which at the time I absolutely hated it because I always came home exhausted and just wanted to relax. Now I go to work each day just to sit at a chair and stare at a screen, and the most physical labor I do is move my little fingers around while I edit video and audio. I've got fingers of steel. According to the US Census Bureau, between the year 2019 and 2021, the number of people primarily working from home tripled from 5.7%, which is roughly 9 million, to 17.9%, which is about 27.6 million people. Moreover, more than 80% of jobs in the US involve mostly sedentary activities, which results in daily exposure to long sitting hours and a colossal work-related lifetime exposure to physically inactive behaviors. Or in other words, lots of sitting around and inactivity because of your job. So now we need to ask ourselves a question. How often do you find yourself doing something hard? Think about the times you've been happiest in life. What were you doing? What preceded that happy time? What choices did you make to achieve such great happiness? In 2009, I served a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And it was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I woke up every morning bright and early only to exercise, make and eat breakfast, shower, study, and then head out to find and teach people the gospel. Though it was difficult, and I often found myself longing for the day that I could return home and focus on myself again, I can honestly say it was one of the happiest times I've ever experienced. Not only was I working really hard every day, but I was focused on other people and their happiness, which in turn dramatically increased my own happiness and satisfaction with my own life. Now, if you already spend a lot of time outside, working on hobbies, doing manual labor, or just doing hard things, good flippin' job. You're already miles ahead of a lot of people today, including myself. You're avoiding the trap of becoming soft, and I can only guess that you're an impressive individual living a fulfilling life. But if you find yourself in a similar situation as myself, a homebody, sitting the majority of your time and not pushing yourself, it might be time to take a personal inventory and evaluate where you're at versus where you want to be in life. Chilling on my tush all day and playing video games is not going to help me grow as an adult. It will help me stay a child. So, when was the last time you went out and did some good old-fashioned hard work? Here are 5 ideas to get started on doing hard things. Help someone move, meet a stranger and make a new friend. Go to the gym, go dig a hole, Go start and finish a creative project, like building something, carving a sculpture, drawing a detailed picture, or writing a song. Hard labor builds gratitude and tears down feelings of entitlement, which helps you stop being a complainer or whiner, and instead, a person who takes the reins of life and steers it in the direction they want to go. I saw the following on Twitter, or now X, and it really rang true to me. Easy choices lead to a hard life, and hard choices lead to an easy life. Your dream life is on the other side of discomfort. The hard route is the only route worth taking. It's hard to be happy when we're not pushing ourselves to do the more difficult thing. So let's rise up from our comfy beds or couches and go forth to seize the day, as they say.